guess I was recording, I didn't realize it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is another day of traveling. I am going to the airport. I am not working. I am going on another trip. It's my birthday in a few days, so I thought, what better birthday trip than to go to Dubai? So there's still a lot of countries that won't let US citizens in, but I looked over the list on CNN. I think it was CNN, but there's a whole list of countries that US citizens can go to, and Dubai, UAE was one of them. So I am going to Dubai. I'm literally leaving in like 10 minutes. So to be able to fly to Dubai, you have to have a negative COVID test within 96 hours. So I got off work the other day. I went and took my test and I got the results yesterday and turned out it was negative. So I had to go to the airport to print off my result paper because I don't have a printer here. So I have to go to the crew room of my airline and print off my paper, and then I am flying to Chicago where I'll sit for like 3 hours and then I will get on the flight. So yeah, I literally just finished packing. Well, I haven't finished yet. I'm still packing. I'm leaving in 10 minutes. So yeah, let's go to Chicago and then Dubai. So I made it to Dubai. The flight was literally the longest flight I've ever taken in my life. Literally, it was 13 hours. But it actually really wasn't bad. For some reason, whenever I take domestic flights that are like 2 to 3 hours, I'm like sick of it. But whenever I take these long 10 to 13 hour flights, it's like doable. I watched a movie. They fed us 3 times. I only ate the first meal because it was just chicken, rice, and like a bean mix. The second meal was pizza, which I don't eat pizza unless it's gluten-free. The third meal was scrambled eggs, baked beans, and what is it? I can picture it, but I can't think of it. Oh, mushrooms. It was scrambled eggs, baked beans, and mushrooms. But the scrambled eggs had cheese all over it, and I do not eat cheese. I do not like cheese. I will not put cheese in my mouth. And I also had gravy. I was gonna eat the potatoes. Oh, it had potatoes in it too. I was gonna eat the potatoes, but the potatoes had gravy underneath it, and I was like, that's gross. So I only had my 1 chicken and rice for the whole 13-hour flight, which is okay because I also had Reese's Pieces. Reese's Pieces. I don't know. Anyways, so going through the airport was smooth. They're really nice here at the airport. They're very helpful. Yeah, I got out of the airport in like probably 20 minutes to half an hour. So it was super simple. I got picked up in a Tesla, which is really cool. I had no idea how to get in or get out of it because the door handles are weird. But that was cool. So I am here. I'm waiting for the guy let me in for the Airbnb. He gave me the keys, but I'm waiting to get my swiping card to get into the actual building. So I had to go down there, and he said an hour, so it's been about 20 minutes. So I'll go down there in like half an hour. So the Airbnb is cool. We'll do a tour. Here's the front door. I am on floor 29. I don't know how many floors there are. I think there's like 40 floors maybe. Here's a mirror so you can check yourself out. Yeah, I'm wearing a crop top, but I pulled it up when I was walking to the gate so nobody could see, since I'm using my benefits. But I pulled it up, so, but since I'm not at the airport anymore, I can let it down. So here is a closet with some random stuff in it. Hangers, pillows, storage, drawers. He said if you blow dry your hair, we have a blow dryer. So you walk in, here's this thing. There's the bathroom. Some lighting is not bad. I don't have my glasses or my contacts in, so I can't really see. There's that thing that they had in the London hostel I was staying at. Some of that. Okay, I have no idea what this is. And I don't know what this is. I don't know if those are together, if they do something. I have to look it up. I don't know. Extra toilet paper. There's the shower. Okay. I can control the lights, the temperature. I got a phone. I'm guessing maybe to let people up or something. I don't know. Here's the kitchen. Let's see. Oh, okay. There's the kitchen, nice and bright. There's the refrigerator. And the freezer. Yeah. The washing machine. This is like the coolest. This is the coolest microwave I've ever seen. Before he left, he showed me how to use the oven because it's touch screen. There's the television. There's the bed. So originally I had a 1-bedroom Airbnb on the Palm on the beach, but I'm not really a beach person, so I didn't really care to be on the beach. So I switched it to a downtown location, which happened to also be like $300 less. Actually, $400 less. So, and this turned out well because I prefer downtown. Also, look at my view. Balcony. So it's definitely worth it. I'd rather see this than the beach, because I live in Miami. I can go to the beach any day. I mean, I guess I can go to the city any day too, but still I prefer the city. So that is the Airbnb. What am I gonna do? I'm starving as usual. Trying to think. There's a grocery store connected to the Airbnb. Literally, the right around the security desk is the grocery store. So I think in about, I don't know, 20 minutes I'll go down to when I go down to pick up my keys, I will go down to the grocery store. I'm not really tired. It's 8 o'clock right now. In Miami, it is noon. So I slept on the plane, but barely. I had basically the whole back area of the plane to myself. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I need to eat something for sure. I probably will get some snacks and then go find something to eat. I don't know. Maybe I'll just order something and then go to sleep so then I could wake up on time to do stuff tomorrow. So I can like kind of mess up my sleep schedule and pretend like this is my time zone. So that's what I'm gonna do. So see y'all later. It is day 2 of Dubai. I woke up a little late today. Well, actually, I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, but then I laid in bed for a few hours. And then I woke up again around noon. So I am just now starting my day. I didn't know what I wanted to do today, so I looked it up real quick, and I'm gonna go over to the Burj Khalifa. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I looked up the pronunciation, but that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go over there, and then I'm gonna go to the Dubai Mall, which they said like was one of the largest malls. They said you should still visit it because it's cool, I guess. So that's what I'm gonna do. I thought about going to get Starbucks, but it's already like 2 o'clock. So I don't know. I already looked up, there's a Starbucks right there, so I don't know. It is hot outside. Last night when I got here, it was a little humid. I could tell because of my hair, but today it's very, very hot. I tried to sit outside for a little bit earlier, but it was too much for me, so I came back inside. I made breakfast. I made some eggs and some strawberries. That's what I have for breakfast. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna go do today. I don't know, it's like a 10-minute walk, I think, or a 15-minute walk. It's at a 6-minute drive, 15-minute walk, but the way that the temperature is going right now, I think I'm gonna Uber because, yeah, I don't know. So I was looking up like how to dress while you're here because I know the cultural differences. So they said when you go to the mall, you shouldn't wear short shorts, short skirts. So I literally bought 2 like long skirts to wear while I'm here, but they all have a large slit up the leg, so I hope that's okay. I wore one of them yesterday, so I'm wearing the other one today. My shirt is a crop top, but the skirt, I can lift it up a little bit to cover that up, and then I have a jacket to put on. So when I go inside, they said it's like freezing inside the mall, so I should be okay. So we'll see. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing today. back from the Burj Khalifa and the Dubai Mall. That mall is so big. There's like literally 4 or 5 different floors. There's a whole aquarium. There is a not a skate rink, but a I don't know what to call it. They have a whole skiing thing in there too. I don't know what it is. Like a skating rink, but for like skiing, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I didn't know the aquarium. I had the aquarium on my list, but I didn't know the aquarium was at the mall. So I'm gonna have to go back to go see it. I saw a little bit of it when I was walking around, but geez, that thing was huge. I'm very surprised I did not get lost. I did find a Starbucks. I found a Starbucks in the mall, so I did that. It's actually, I said it was really hot earlier, but it was actually really nice outside. It wasn't as hot as I thought it was. I guess since I'm like on floor 30, it was really hot. It's really hot up here, but close to the ground it's not so hot. So the sun is actually setting right now. So I know it's Friday, but I literally don't know anybody here, so I'm not gonna go out on a Friday night. It would be cool, but I'd rather not go out by myself. So I guess I'll just chill in the rest of the night. I do need to go get some food. They had a bunch of restaurants at the mall, but they had like American restaurants. I didn't really want an American restaurant. They had like Red Lobster. I didn't want to come all the way to Dubai to eat Red Lobster, so I'm about to go look up something to eat. So I might go back down to the store and get some snacks, because yesterday all I got was the eggs, the strawberries, water, and then I got like a bag of chips, but I ate the chips last night, so I might do that, get some snacks, and then go get some food. But yeah, that'll be the rest of my night. Welcome to day 3 of Dubai. Today I am going to the Miracle Garden. It's basically a large garden full of flowers. I think it's called Miracle Garden. It could be called something else, I don't know. But yeah, Miracle Garden. It's a large park full of flowers. The main thing that I want to see is the Emirates A380 plane that they have there. I've seen pictures the last few years and I've been obsessed with it, so I'm like excited to go see it in person. So I'm gonna do that, and I don't know what else. I'm gonna just go there and then see what else I want to do. But yeah, so last night all I did was I ate my food. I got some Thai food. For some reason I decide that I like spicy food for some reason. I don't know why. The same thing happened in London, but so last night I got my Thai food, and then I said, they said mild, medium, or like super spicy, and I said medium because I thought medium meant like a little bit spicy, but it was like extremely spicy, so I only ate half of it. But yeah, I don't know why. Like once a month I'm like, oh, I like spicy food all of a sudden, but I really don't like spicy food, so I don't know why I did that. So I did that, and then they have Apple TV, so I watched some Halloween movies. I watched Corpse Bride. Actually, I just watched one Halloween movie. I watched Corpse Bride, and then I watched Family Guy the rest of the night, and then I fell asleep for like 12 hours. So yeah, so now I'm up. It's 3 o'clock. I just got ready, which is okay because, you know, it's a 8-hour time difference from here to Miami, so yeah, it's cool. So yeah, today Miracle Garden, and yeah, so let's go to the garden. So I am back from my day. As you can see, there is no video of the garden, of the Miracle Garden. There's no video because it was closed. So I got into the Uber and the Uber driver was like, oh, is the Miracle Garden even open? And I was like, you know, I don't know. I couldn't find the business hours online, and so I just kind of just went hoping it would be open. And I told him that, and he was like, yeah, I don't even know if it's open either, because some places were closed, some places are now open, so I don't even know. So I was like, okay, I guess we'll both find out if it's open or not. And I was like, if it's closed, I'm either going to change my plans or just go back to sleep. Because we were talking about how I just flew in 2 days ago, and so I was like, okay, I might go back to sleep. And then he was like, no, I'll take you somewhere if it's closed. So he was like, I'll take you to JRB, something like that, to the beach. He was like, it's really popular with the tourists, and there's a lot of shops and places to eat. You can walk around for a few hours. And I was like, okay, cool, we'll do that. So he drove me 20 minutes to the flower place, which was super cool. I could see from the outside. They have like humongous statues of flowers and leaves and stuff and grass. So he drove me 20 minutes out of the city, and he was explaining what Dubai, and he was telling me all about Dubai and all the cool stuff, and he was saying how they're really happy the tourists are coming back. And then we get there and it's closed. So then he's like, okay, I'll take you to the JBR beach, JRB, whatever. I don't know. I can't remember what it's called. So he takes me another 20 minutes to the beach, which is cool. I didn't get any film of it because it was definitely like a family beach. There were a whole bunch of families there with small children, and I didn't want to record with the kids in the background. So which is the same reason I didn't record in the mall, because a whole bunch of families with kids. So I got a little bit of video, like 2 seconds, so I'll put it in. But yeah, so he also gave me his phone number so I can call him whenever I need an Uber, so I don't have to use the app. But yeah, so I just got back. I walked around for about 3 hours. So yeah, it was getting dark. I didn't feel like unsafe in the dark, so I just kept walking around. But yeah, so that's what I did. I'm actually pretty bummed out that it was closed, because I was really excited to see that Airbus 380 from the Emirates plane, but I guess I'll just have to come back when it's open. He told me about this other place too that's not open either, but he said it's a building, what is it called? Global Village, he said. Global Village. He said it's like a big building full of cool stuff from like every like country. He was saying that you can go in and get food from like India and hear like music, and or you could also go to like another country and just walk around to like different countries and like eat their food, listen to their music, see their culture, stuff like that. He said it's closed, so I'm gonna have to come back to go see that too. But yeah, so tomorrow is my birthday, and I was supposed to sign up for the Dubai safari, and I don't know if it's too late to sign up for it because it's already 8 o'clock. But I'm gonna go get on my computer and see if I can sign up for it. It's like they take you out to the desert and you can do dune bashing, which is literally just them driving around on the sand for like half an hour. They said it's like a roller coaster. but I don't know. So you can do that, see some camels and take some pictures. I want to do that tomorrow, but I don't know, I might have signed up too late or waited too late to sign up for it. So that's what I'm about to do now. So yeah, I'm gonna end my night here. It is day 3 of London. I think it's day 3. I don't know, I lost count. Today I am going on the desert safari. So last night I remembered at like 8:40 p.m. that I needed to schedule the safari for today. Luckily I went to the website and they said if you want to schedule for the morning you need to call before 9 o'clock. So it was 8:40 when I called them, and they said they still had an opening. So I signed up for the 10 a.m. Morning safari. They have a morning and a nighttime. The morning was like between 5 a.m. and 10 a.m. and the evening was like 3 or 5 p.m. I had other things I wanted to do today because it's my birthday, so I was like, I'd rather go in the morning. 10 a.m. was still early because I've been waking up at like 2 p.m. So I woke up at 7 a.m. today. So I actually ordered Starbucks. I've never done that before, but I had it delivered, Starbucks, which was nice. I didn't have time to walk down. The Starbucks is like a 6-minute walk, they said, but I didn't have time to do that. So I just ordered it to be delivered, and yeah, it worked out. I also ordered breakfast. I got eggs, bacon, and hash browns. So the sausage was not that good, so I didn't eat it. But so yeah, so the safari, they come and pick you up in a SUV and they drive you out to the desert. I think they said it's like an hour drive, I don't know, but I'll bring my headphones, and yeah, so they take you out there and then they drive around the desert for like half an hour, they said. I don't know if the camel ride is a part of it. The thing said it was, but I don't know, so I guess we'll see. What else is a part of it? Basically, yeah, they just take you to the desert for like half an hour and then they drive you back to your hotel or Airbnb or wherever you're staying. So that's what I'm doing. So yeah, that's my day. I want to go to the mall later because I want to go to the souvenir shop in the mall. And then I'll probably eat dinner at the mall. I don't know, they had a whole like bunch of restaurants over there, so I might do that. I don't know yet, but yeah, so let's go to the desert. So I am back from the desert safari. I had no idea that it was going to be that wild. When we were in the car, Like, I literally was so close to banging my head against the window every time, but it was really fun. I'm not sure if the footage is any good because it was like really wild and fast. Literally like being on a roller coaster, but much better. I don't like roller coasters, so this was, to me, much better than a roller coaster. But so yeah, he picked me up. We drove about 40 minutes out to the desert. I forgot my headphones. They are sitting right there on the counter. But luckily, the guy was really nice, real cool. He put on some music. The best way I could describe the music was like Indian house music. It was really cool. So that was nice that he played music. It was only a 40-minute drive. We got out there. He I don't know, did something to the tires, I think. Then we drove around the sand dunes, and then we stopped. He took my pictures. He took a lot of pictures of me and was telling me where to stand. I was like, I need you to take my pictures like everywhere, because he was actually really good. There was nobody else out there besides 2 other guys. They were on the ATVs, but there's literally nobody else there. It was just me. So after we did that, he was like, so do you want to ride the ATVs? And I was like, no, I don't really want to do that. All I wanted to do was go see the camels. So we went to the area with the camels. There was a baby camel there. I was like, can I touch him? He was like, yeah, sure. The camel licked my forehead, and then the guy was like, okay, maybe you should stand back a little bit. So we did that. He took my picture. So that was about it. It was only like, well, it's noon, so it only lasted like 2 hours from pickup to drop off. I'm sure it would be longer if I was with other people, but since it was just me, I already knew what I wanted to do. I just wanted to take a picture in the sand and take a picture with the camel. I wanted to get like a really good, cute Instagram picture with the camel, but that didn't happen. The camel was doing its own thing, but that's okay. I still got a good picture. So yeah, it's kind of crazy because I wouldn't even be awake right now. So I'm like, should I go back to sleep for like 2 hours and then restart my day? Or should I just, I don't know. Because I don't want to go to the mall yet. Because it's like early, it's only noon. So I'm trying to figure out what to do between now and like 2 o'clock. I guess I could just like chill. But yeah. Dubai is pretty cool. Before I left, I was talking to one of our pilots about going to Dubai, and he was telling me how Dubai is like Vegas. So I was expecting it to be like Vegas, but to me it's not really like Vegas. Maybe because of like the virus, just kind of chill. But to me it's really chill, and it seems more like Los Angeles, and we all know how much I love LA. So I really like Dubai so far. I've only been here for a few days, but yeah, it's more like LA to me than Vegas, but it's cool. I like it. Much different than London. We all know how much I love London too, so yeah. So I guess I'll just be chilling the rest of the day until I go to the mall. I probably won't record in the mall because it's just the mall. I'm literally just going to go pick up some souvenirs and then get something to eat and then come back here and I don't know, chill again. So I leave on Tuesday. Today's Sunday. The Airbnb host just messaged me like, hey, do you want to extend your trip? And I was like, I haven't messaged back yet, but I'm like, if only I didn't have to go back to work 2 days after I get back, or else I would have been here for like another week. But yeah, so yeah, I guess I'll end this part here. Welcome to day 5. Let's see, Yeah, welcome to day 5 of Dubai. So remember a few days ago when I said that the Uber driver was telling me all about Dubai and how there's this place called Global Village that was closed. Well, he actually texted me yesterday and told me that it is actually open. I guess yesterday was their opening day. So I texted him today and I was like, hey, can you come pick me up and take me there? So I am waiting for him. I told him pick me up at 4 o'clock because that's when they open. So I am waiting for him to come pick me up now. So the website said to dress modestly and that today on Monday is for families and ladies only. So it's a ladies only family day at Global Village. And it seems to me like Global Village is basically like Disney, except for it's like I don't know, the cultural center full of like different cultures. You can go walk around, and like I was saying the other day, you can walk around, I think, and go to places like India. I keep saying India because that's what the Uber driver was talking about. But yeah, you can walk around to the US, to Europe. I guess you can see what they're selling, what kind of food they have. I guess like souvenir type stuff and like just cool stuff from their country, I guess. But so it should be fun. That's what I'm gonna do today. I actually wasn't gonna do anything today. I was feeling lazy, but then I was looking online when I woke up and I was like, what should I do today? Because I wanted to get a henna tattoo. So I was like, okay, I guess I can go to the Global Village and go to the India side and get a henna tattoo over there. But yeah, so they said dress modestly. I obviously have a jacket to bring with me because I don't think I can wear this tank top by itself. But so that's what I'm doing. So let's go. So I am back from the Global Village. That place is really fun. It's exactly like I said, it's like Disney World. It has buildings from different countries. So what you do is you walk into like Thailand and you walk in there and it's like food, spices, clothes, jewelry, accessories, toys from that country that you can buy. I didn't buy anything because I was extremely overwhelmed. There were so many countries there, so many things to look at. I just walked around to like every single country in there. They had the US, but the US was basically not that cool. It was like Marilyn Monroe and some weird like hats. It was weird. But yeah, it was fun. I walked around for like 3 hours. So yeah, it was cool. And then afterwards I went to the mall because I wanted to, as you can see, I wanted to get a henna tattoo. It's already starting to peel off, but she said that it'd peel off naturally. So she said it lasts for 2 weeks. But yeah, so I'm leaving tomorrow morning. Like I just texted the Uber driver just now to pick me up at 6 a.m. My flight is at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow. I don't want to leave, but I have to go to work. I have 2 days in between. Hold on, that lighting just changed, but whatever. I have 2 days in between before I have to go back to work. So I did that on purpose so I can catch up on sleep, even though I've been sleeping. So, but yeah, what else did I do? That was pretty much all I did today. The Global Village, I was there forever. Oh, they said it was for families and ladies only. That definitely was a lie because there were so many people there. There was men, women, everybody was there. So yeah, it was cool though. I would definitely go back so I can actually buy something. I was just way too overwhelmed. I went over to Africa. They had like skincare products. They had Korea. I would have bought the skincare from them too, but I just didn't know what to get. There was just so much stuff, and everybody was like yelling at you to like come look at their, well, not yelling, but they were like trying to get you to come look at their booth. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is too much for me. I just wanted to look at everything. I didn't get anything to eat because for some reason, I didn't think to eat there. So I ate before I left, but I did get freshly squeezed orange juice from India. So that was good. But yeah, so yeah, I had to go back. So right now, I still need to pack my bag. Probably won't go to sleep because my flight is like 12 hours, 13 hours. I'll sleep on the flight. I'll probably stay up the rest of the night. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I should eat dinner too. I didn't get anything at the mall to eat because I was looking for this henna place. I guess I could end the vlog here because I'm probably not going to vlog at the airport tomorrow. So thank you for watching my Dubai trip. Thanks for watching. Make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you follow me on Instagram.